The DC movies have had a somewhat rocky reception so far, with some people loving them and, of course, some people hating them. The one thing, however, I think everyone can agree on is that Wonder Woman is amazing. I will admit that I was one of those people, initially, that was skeptical of Gal Gadot's casting. Not due to looks or anything like that, but because she had very little acting experience prior to being cast as the most famous female superhero of all time. Thankfully, the minute the first footage of her appeared in trailers, I knew my fears could be put to bed. Gal Gadot had made Wonder Woman her own, in the same way that Christopher Reeve made Superman his own. Her solo movie was probably my favorite movie of last year, and she was a highlight for sure in Justice League, which was a little bit of a mixed bag. Anyway, enough rambling, let's get to the figure. This is the S.H. Figuarts Wonder Woman from Justice League. This isn't the first or second import Wonder Woman. I already have the Mafex Wonder Woman from Batman v Superman, however, she's a very boring figure, and her joints are supremely loose. So I'm hoping this one can replace that one. The figure comes with this cool little insert for the future releases in this series. I am really looking forward to the Flash figure. So right out of the box, I can already say that I love this figure. She's super well detailed and blows the Mafex version out of the water. Her face sculpt is one of the weaker I've seen recently from Figuarts. However, I can still see Gal Gadot in there for sure. The likeness, it's there, it's just a little softer than I would like. It actually looks a lot like the Figuarts Padme. A lot of people complained about her eyebrows when she was first announced, and I have to say, they're a lot less bad looking in person. In the initial pictures, she appeared to have a caveman forehead with no eyebrows, but the final release looks way better. Diana has some of the best looking hair that I've ever seen on a figure of this scale. The rest of the figure is as well detailed as her head. Her armor looks truly incredible with every little detail represented here. Everything stands out here due to the fantastic detailing. Now, compare that to the Mafex figure. Which one looks more interesting? Articulation-wise, she's very well done, but she does have a few problem areas. Her head, first off, is an issue. Due to her hair draping over her shoulders, she can't really move her head to either side too well, which is going to limit a ton of poses. Her left arm moves well due to a butterfly joint, but again, because of her hair, the right arm doesn't have the same freedom. This, of course, means, just like the Mafex figure, I was unable to get her into her signature pose as well as I wanted to. The rest of her is not hindered in any way, shape, or form, so besides a few trouble areas, she articulates very well. Her first accessory is pretty standard for Wonder Woman figures, her lasso. It hooks right onto her skirt so you can remove it as you please. Next up, she comes with an extended lasso and hands to hold it with. I love the spiraling at the end, it really helps it stand out, as it could have just been straight. She comes with these open hands, but I really don't see myself using these at all. Of course, what would a Wonder Woman figure be without a sword and shield? Both of these accessories really complete the look of the figure and are detailed very well. This is where I had the most fun, trying to create various poses from posters and promotional artwork. Last, certainly not least, she comes with an alternate face. This is one of my favorite alternate faces that Figuarts has given us in recent times. The expression is absolutely amazing, but it actually makes the likeness suffer. So it's a trade-off here. Better likeness and weaker expression, or better expression but weaker likeness. Pick your poison. Diana, of course, scales well with the previously released Justice League Batman, and they look very nice side by side. She's also about the same height with the Mafex Wonder Woman, which is weird since the Mafex figures are usually much taller. This really is a no-brainer at this point, but this figure completely buries the Batman v Superman version released by Mafex. Better articulation, better likeness, and better accessories overall make this the definitive Wonder Woman import figure. The ball is now in Mafek's court. Hopefully they can score a home run with their Wonder Woman from Justice League. So if you like Wonder Woman, DC, or hell, even just Gal Gadot, I would absolutely recommend picking this figure up. Diana makes a really great addition to the group.